Hi guys, Tom here. I forgot to film. I went to the bunker this morning at a local ply place down Durnan way. I stripped this all off, just here, and took the old ply off it and cleaned it all up. Put some sticker on it. Cut that sheet to put in. Oh well, the sticker went on just before it was glued there. Screwed it all up. Put that sheet on over there. Bugger me, I never filmed it. Oh well, you get that on the big jobs, eh? Supposed to be a big time YouTuber. Not that I am at all. I don't claim to be anything. Holy, I did me cruel at one stage. I don't like it. I hate building. I built my own house years ago. It's just the ends of means. I needed a house to live in, so I built it. I needed a boat to go fishing in, I built it. I need a caravan or something to travel in. I change them around, but I do not enjoy it. I don't come out here and go, oh lovely, I'm going to love doing this today. No, that ain't. No, that just doesn't happen. I'm just not good enough. I'm too rough. I love being a TA to a tradie, and that sort of style of thing where I just hang on to the dumb end of the tape and let them make the fuck ups. I hate doing something and stuff up. It really gripes me, you know. Just from silly mistakes like, measuring, that's easy, but I mean just not cutting it out properly or getting the angles right, or it really frustrates the bejesus out of me. That end there will get painted, just a little bit of white paint on it. This is matte RV ply, it's 3.2mm thick. There's one sheet just used there with a little bit over. If I've got a bit more, I'll just put in here. A little bit of sticker behind that, and see all these screws. Once that's set, I'll take them out and I'll put a little bit of sticker on and screw them all back in. Otherwise they come out, they rattle out. Here, this is bound to be the width of the next single bed, but it's coming up so that it's high enough that the portaloo goes in up this end there, and then there'll be a box, another 45 litre container. Be something like that. There'll be the frame will just come up. The bed's just like that, the frame, and it'll just come above that. I was going to double bunk it, but I don't need it. This will be wide enough for 1, 2, 3 here. One on here, one on the floor, one on there. That's 6. And if things happen and change around later on, I may do a double bunk and have it this high, because you can still slide in there. Like, gosh, where I used to sleep on my boats at sea, you don't get much room there to sleep in the cabin, and you slide in when you're tired. You just go slide in after 18, 20 hours sea fishing. You used to just crawl up in the front of the gazetta, and I was that tired. I was asleep before my head hit the pillar. I was stuffed, and that's the way I slept, because I was full of seasick pills. Bloody working my arse, the hardest job I've ever done. I did it for 18 years straight. I don't know how it bloody didn't kill me, but anyway, try to make a living out of it. It's a hard game, but anyway, getting back to this. A little bit of white paint just up there, rough that up a bit, sand it, and we don't care what it looks like. Well, I don't care. I've bloody moved this out through here. These are all the power cords. I chucked the wobbly and chopped one off. I got to solder them back on and put the clips back up there, because I couldn't get the ply in underneath because of the clips holding the couple of buddies LED lights there. Anyway, it's not here nor there. I might even change it round yet and put one LED. Probably don't even need them, because I've got this one light here. Once you're inside, you don't need a lot of light, otherwise the insects come. And it probably needs changing to a yellow, an off-white colour anyway. Yeah, but that's sort of roughly what it is. It's a shame it just doesn't fit 2 there and another one there. That would have been fantastic. But if we're going to have 4 here, 5 there, there's going to be a couple, 2 or 3 fit under there. So we're going to have 6 or 7 containers with, you know, they can have food in them or clothes in them or, man, tucker, you know, bits and pieces. Like I said, this van, I don't know what it'll weigh, but hopefully it's only around a tonne with the time I'm finished with her. A little bit more and she can have another 350 kilos in her and still be legal. That's a lot of stuff. And we won't put it in, you know, we'll just keep her as light as possible. And then later on, if we have to, we can lay bloody 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 up the front, up there. I can put 20 litre buckets, like I said. They can go in there, and when you get to camp, you can run back and get 200 litres of water. They just poke in here. Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, sorry about that. She was beautiful. The aluminium frame and it was lovely. I should have, you know, if you're camping down in a really snow country and not all with them, you'd I don't know why that's not done, but they should have insulation all through them, but it's not. They're not insulated. But it'd only be that thick of foam anyway. They're only that thick. But everything helps. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll just keep you updated what I do. Like I said, that's got to be sickered down, and I'll probably just put some sicker under it, and then it'll get squashed down when I start doing the line of for the bed, because that other bed's going to come this way as well. It'll end up 1700 long or something, so it'll be a king, not a queen. Could even shorten this one up yet, and have the ply come out a little bit more, even 40 or 50 mil, and it'll make a lot of difference with the mattress, because we'll just buy a big solid block of foam mattress and cut it down to whatever fits in there perfect to what we want. Could even split it down the middle, but that's a bugger when they're split like that. Could even have 2 mattresses on there so it's movable. See what happens, see what we come up with. Alright, yep, time for a cuppa. It's about 5 o'clock here in Queensland, or something like that. I forget. Oh, does it say? No, I don't know what time it is actually. Might be 4:30, 5 o'clock. I think we're having pizza for tea. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't film that today. It looks so good. It's supposed to be big heap of storms tomorrow. Rogy dodgy. Morning or afternoon. It's Tonk here. I think it's the 1st of October. I'm just making this bunk. Just got the frame, extended the end of this bed here. That little bit's got to come off. This piece has got to come off. There's about an inch overlap onto that, or whatever that is, 30 mil. A bit more ply will come through. That'll give this, I forget what width this bed's going to be now, 1700 or 16 something. Might be enough to lay on, hopefully. That bit there's going to be a bit of a pain, but anyway. Then another bed going in there. That's the frame. As you can see, I don't know. It's probably what's standard fare. Up a bit of Sikaflex. Double noggin underneath into the corner. One sitting on top of the other, screwed in. Same here. This one's screwed up. Might even put another one in the back there. Couple across the back wall. This front part here is going to have, that's where the portaloo and a container goes, 45 litre container. Those apparatus go in there. It fits. I've got enough. I left plenty of room there to go, so that's easy to get over the lip. And oh, you got the nice fan going today, charging the lithium up as well. Yeah, hold it, I'll get you this one. I think I showed you this. Pity the 2 don't fit in there, but it just doesn't quite fit. But anyway, but it will fit that way probably. Stop it moving around. Look at that, made for the job. Not quite going to get 2 that way, but anyway, we might go, if they made doesn't matter. because what generally goes in here with them is that can be full of tucker or whatever, and then there's a slab of water goes in there, or vice versa. That can slide down here and the slab of water can go up in there and in one of these boxes without a lid on it. A little bit more timber grows across the floor of this there just to stop it sliding around. This will be open in here. Who knows what can go in there in between chairs. Same in here, this will be open. Just lift that up and we might even get the pergola in there. Up in the back there, we won't get them inside here, but up in there you get 20 litre buckets. You know, I'm hoping we can get, I've got a bit of Sikaflex to do and up in the front there. I can see a gap of daylight down through there. So I don't know whether to come up from underneath or come down from top. I might do both. Anywhere that you can see a gap and see daylight, dust can get in. And for, you know, $20 or $25 tube of get Sikaflex, you just get into it and fill it up. Same with around these thing here. I'll fill that in over time. Sick of that all up. I might even cut another little bit triangle in there and just glue that in there, just to stop the dust coming around the mud guards. Yeah, alright, it's pretty warm in here today. I'm just working away, chipping away. Had to go and get some 50mm screws, nearly gone for 100. It just, I love screwing and gluing. I know the sticker won't stick to the ends, but it just takes up the chatter. This here, I'll just leave it the way it is. It's pretty solid. It's all glued and stapled, so it's pretty tough. See how it goes? Once I put another sheet of ply right round the outside and a full piece across the back, I don't know how I'm going to get my buckets in there, but well, if it's all in pieces, I can just shove a couple of screws in it, lift the lid off when I get to camp and pull the buckets out. But buckets don't weigh that much, so they might end up going up in top of the Toyota, up in the boat, and be strapped in the boat without the lids, and the lids can just get thrown in here anywhere. Probably buckets that slide in there just quietly too. On this side, oh, alrighty, yeah. I just got to frame this one up like you said on this side and then noggin him off. Then a sheet of ply go over the top. I'll probably run a couple across the top. Probably three or four across the top to take the weight. And because it's only 9mm ply, so hopefully 30mm enough to, which should be. And I've got these little suckers to screw that down in. Little Galvo ones, I think. I probably should have used Galvo all there, but this is inside. If they start rusting too bad, I'll rip them out and put Galvo ones back in. I'll see how we go. Like I said, I've got to pull them out and put a bit of sticker on them. I was in a bit of a hurry doing that one, but I can go back over it, move it around here and there. Righto, yeah, stop waffling on, Tom, and just get into the job. I'm just having a bit of a spell. Just work away steady. What's the old saying? Work smarter, not harder. But you just got to do it. Just got to get it done. Like I said, I'm not a lover of carpentry. Never professed to be one. In fact, I hate it. But you do it yourself, you save thousands. It's my motto: do it yourself, save thousands. Catch you later. A little bit more done today. Built this complete thing here. Covered it in now. I've just got to sheet that up in there now. Take this off, resheet that. Put a bit along the front here. These stay open. She comes out of there lovely. Just perfect. Not going to hit your hands or anything. So, good. Okay. Probably enough now. Now I'll make do bench. Just put one sheet down and then cut the others on top. Okay. Catch you later. Thanks for watching. Morning. Tomky again. Just out on the van. Had a couple of days away from it. Helping a mate. Back to her today. I've been out here since 7 o'clock. Yeah, just took the top off here. This has got to have another one down the middle and a brace in the middle. I might even put one underneath that over there and put a post under the back here if I got some. I might be a little bit short, but I might be able to just stick 2 or 3 bits of ply together, you know, bits of ply like that, say 9mm, screw 3 or 4 together, and then sit that against the wall, and that might do as a. But here, if I've added this in the middle, strengthen it up across the back, put a post under each end, split this bed into half because I'm coming back to 9mm, this stuff. Just putting that down in there, that one's cut. Then I'll cut the other side, then I'll do 2 in here, and then leave, this will be on 2 hinges, so this will be able to slide our pergola under here. Might even get a 3 metre one in, oh well, we will get a 3 metre one in there, sorry. Then these are cut, so the 45 litre boxes, I can 4 in there. I don't know if we're going to leave that open at the back, I'll see. I might have to pull that lid off and put a bit of ply and ply them up. I'll just see how much dust comes in, but might be able to slide some buckets in there. Might have to just take out a few screws before we go and bloody slide buckets in there. I don't know, they might go, I don't think they will. They might go in here with the pergola, or they can go under here. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting them in. A lot of times I don't need them. We're only going to Penny or anywhere we got water, where we got the bores. Yeah, but it's come along good. A little bit of movement in that, but we'll see how it goes. Might have to go up just these 2 here, might have to go to 12mm, 1 sheet of 12mm, something like that. It's not a lot of ply. Anyway, I may even have to put a brace across here yet later on, just to just so the boxes slide in underneath. So I might be able to just put one across there just to help them out. Like I said, I think I've got to box that up a bit more because it had the MBF on it, not 16mm. I'll give it one thing, it was strong but heavy. I weighed the lid that come off there was 10 kilos. My God. So yeah, I'll make these up, and if they move I'll put another couple of battens in them. As long as I can just get the bloody 20 litre drum things in and just slide them back. We'll see what happens. No drama just to go up 3mm higher on these middle ones. You won't even notice it with the mattress, because it'll just conform around it, and up under here you can see. Let that focus. I've Sikaflexed all around the gutter, the mud guards. On that side too, I've done the seams, and I've got to do these seams in there too. Anywhere that you reckon a bit of dust can come in, you just seal them up. Holes in the floor, up the front there was a big piece that, I don't know what it did, it's a big channel there. I've got to get back up underneath and Sikaflex from back underneath. I'm just pretty well right on with my estimates, everything. Just going to screw that one down, cut another one, and life's good. Alright, so leave you with it. So once this is once that's sheeted up and the hinges are put back on, she's right to go. Just get a mattress made up for her. This corner's going to be a bit of a pain in the bum sticking up there, but I might end up with the sander and just sand it up nicely so it's round, so no sharp edges on it. This stuff here needs harassing too. It's bloody sharp cornered timber. The stuff I'm using for has got the 45 chamfer on it. It's beautiful to work with. Alright, anyway, we'll string a bit of this together and see what it's doing. But yeah, there's some of the tools I'm using. Drilling it all and screwing it, gluing it with Sika. Could have just used wood glue, but I like the Sika. It's got a bit of movement to it. Not only that, later on if I ever want to pull it apart, I just pull the screws out and you just slide a knife down there and you cut it. and it comes apart, whereas the wood glue stuff, just you basically got to smash everything to bits. I haven't glued any of them down. I'm not worrying about that. They don't care. With the heavy mattress on it and other stuff thrown on the bed, probably even carry a solar panel or two on the bed. Who knows? We'll just see what happens. Or I might just end up putting a couple more on the roof, ones that I can take off when I get up there, because we'll have this in the shade. Yeah, anyway, a little bit of 7mm there. She's come up solid, eh? Now the sicker's gone off and everything. Every little fixing and every little bit of bracing just makes them that much stronger. I may even run this out in the corner here like I've done in here with that 30mm. Go along the floor and along that side and chase it around there. I don't know yet. I was going to do that on that one. And I don't know why I didn't, to be honest. But just to bloody push the ply down hard. I still can do it yet. I can still rip the lid off of the sides off this and get in there. I just make it up as I go along. I put a couple of screws in there because I noticed the floor wasn't pulled down real tight, so I may have to put a bit of timber in and screw it down there just to hold it all down. Alrighty, enough of my flapping. I'll take a couple of photos. This is my bench I set up here just to cut the ply on. Yeah, that one there is 10 kilos. Yeah, I think I've got enough ply. I think I overkilled. I got to pull the hinges off that thing there. I'll weigh that, and I reckon that'll be 15 kilos, that cover. And I'll take the 2 hinges off and use them and do double sheet instead of one sheet. Time you put a bed on that and try and lift it, it's fucking bullshit. I don't know who designed it and made it like that. I have no idea. They must use it once a year and get nothing out from underneath there. But now we can just stand the mattress up, lift each side up, put stuff in there, take the mattress outside if we have to, because it's only a foam one, 6-inch foam. Stand it up here in the hallway on this bed, kicking it half, throw a heap of gear under the bed, and we're off. I reckon the springs will be flopping. The springs are standing up. I should have filmed them before I started. Look, see, they're straight up and down. I reckon she's bloody... Yeah, she's not holding by much. Alright, catch it. I know. I think I'm finished. Well, finished the bunks. I might even paint them yet. All sickered and screwed and supported underneath there. And oh, like they were, you know, there's nothing special I've done. I've just done it out of lighter material. Like I think I told you, those 2 pieces of ply just there in the MDF are 10 kilos lighter than the NBF that they had on there. Just those 2. Then you got all this around here. There's 10, 20, 40, 50. There's bloody 100 kilos MDF in here. I reckon, yeah, I don't know what's in here now with these ply, but not much. Got to take that bit of hardwood out of there. No need for that flopping grade heavy thing. Should be about there, I think. Oh, then I've got to seal up a few things outside. You can see that's letting dust in there through a vent. Might run a line of Sikaflex along that and seal that up. But yeah, I'm just getting going nice on it. I just want to get it finished. I lost about a bloody day, really, on it. I should have been done. Anyway, that's life. Can't control what goes on. Alright, thank you. Next will be probably mucking around getting the spring sorted. Hopefully I can just get military wrap ones for what's there. If not, I might have to get it blue plated or upgrade them. Yeah, should be good. Like I said, I've got to reinforce that a bit. Stick some stuff in here to stop the heat. So where I put the batteries in, I've got to put insulation in here. A stick on insulation in the box just to stop that heat coming through the lid. Otherwise I think it'll be too hot in here for the batteries. I think I'm finished that part of it. I might just go through here soon and run down, yeah, pull these screws out like I said and put a bit of sticker on them. Anything like those ones in the roof, pull them out, put a bit of sticker on them. Anything up that way, there's a screw up that way, I'll pull it out and put a sticker on it. Not so bad here, these ones. They mightn't come out, I'm not sure. See what these do. I mean, it looks no better than what it was, but it's just different, that's all. I probably would have done that even if it was just wife and I. That MBF, I just think is a curse on the human race. It's absolute crap. And the inventor of it needs taken out and flogging. So yeah, catches. So now I'm home again now. And called in the Bunnings and bought a new trailer plug that go on the back of my car, and I'm just going to see if I can wire this up. Yeah, it just goes there, but I'm not sure if I got all the wires I need to run the electric brakes on the trailer properly. They were playing up a bit the other day or something, so something wasn't quite right. So I just got to shift the controller here a bit more in a bit because it hits on my leg. It's an old style one. We'll go from there, move that over, plug him in and check to see if the blue wire comes right through out the back here. Anyway, I'll just, there's the old one there. I'll just go through them and transfer them over and see what happens. Well, I spent half an hour sorting everything out, and none of the wires were colour coordinated to what they should be, and whoever's wired it before had red where white and green should be, and so it's out with it and a whole new piece go in, and then I'll start. It doesn't sort of matter because Mr. Toyota doesn't worry about colour coordinating either. But you might see, I don't know, but up under here you might see there, and up in the roof there a bit further, and this is the wire here, it comes through, that's the power wire off you. It's supposed to be blue, but it's yellow and green, and it's the wire that comes right through to the off the brake controller to the back to give extra power. So don't know whether I'm going to buy a blue wire from somewhere later on and run it through and hook it up, or just hook it up the way it is. Anyway, tomorrow morning I've got to go and buy a couple of metres of, not even that, I only need a metre, but I'll buy a couple of metres, a new one of the opposite to this, a new one there, the plug-in type. It goes onto the van because it was this end here was pretty dodgy, rusty, so it just needs I'll just see, I'll do that little bit, and if it plays up and I can't get any sense out of it, the wiring, I'll just go and buy 4 or 5 metres of all new wiring, and I'll just rewire the whole thing. I won't muck around with it. I hate people who don't run an earth right through, an earth that back to the battery on the trailers and that. So even this, I might have to, this plays up a bit, I might have to run an earth right through, because I just hooked into what it was. It's been working good, don't get me wrong, it was working good. But especially on trailers, I like to run the earth and earth it back to everything. Anyway, that's just my preference. I'll hook it up first, and it might work bloody beautiful. The lights were working fantastic when I towed it home, and everything was working good. But it was just here was needed tidying up. Things were just a bit the wrong way around. Realised when I sort of got home that the brakes weren't working. Anyway, but I'll get them sussed, and then if I can get that done in the morning, I'll tow her up and put her on the scales and weigh her. Tomorrow, that's my agenda for tomorrow. I've got to Sikaflex up a couple of holes here, 3 holes. Don't know why I haven't done that, a bit slack. All this is sort of going off now, the Sikaflex. I should have moved it down a bit. Anyway, that's all can be changed. Alrighty, just a little bit more done, a little chipping away again at my jobs. Alright, catch ya. Morning Tom, morning Tonk here, just taking this box off and working on the van, changing things a bit. Yep, she's off. On the ground over here, got the boys to lift her off. Look at that, see? That's what I'm saying, I've got to put angle line right around the base of that and across the guts of it to strengthen it up, so she'll just fall to bits otherwise. Well, now I've got to take the jockey wheel off, and then you take the wiring. Take this out of the, undo the plug, see if it's joined at the back, and you pull it through with a bit of wire, duct tape it to a bit of wire and pull the wire through, so you can pull that back through later. See how this goes, that should stay on there and mightn't get too hot. It looks like it's getting hot. I'll take it off, but I want to whack that 50 right along the base here. I'll show you when it's done. I'll probably start about there somewhere. Start on that plate about there, and then put in spaces here, there, 3 or 4 spaces down each side, and that'll become bracing then, because there's going to be an outboard in there of about 38, 30, 40 kilos, say. But don't forget, this thing used to have twin batteries in here, which was 60 kilos. I'm just doing that just to toughen her up a bit. Then hopefully, when I change the springs a bit, I'm putting them back to the old spot, so that wheel will go, what, 100 mil further forward, which I reckon will take 20, 30, maybe 40 kg off the ball weight, 30, we'll see. All right, keep chipping away. I'm just starting. I'll just get this bit of steel and show you what I'm talking about. Oh, hook that one up, and that shite you when you get your britches hooked on something. Put this in here. Now this is the shortest bit of steel. This is going to come right along here to brace it up. Like that. Starts up there, and then it's got this bit like this cut that long, 2 inches long, and you weld them in, and that turns it into, this is going to come off, turns it into I can't take that off, just realised, because that's what's holding it on the truck. I'll take it off and drop it on a block of wood in the middle there. Right, I'll show you what I've done when I do it. Catch up. One side done. It's braced up the front, and those bits of 50 mil long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along there. That just braces her up. Stops that thing flexing too much, cracking off. When you go whoop, you know, when you're hooking along and you're not paying much attention, and there's a whoop-de-doo and you just come woof, and that's what stops that snapping off. I'll see how good she's mounted up under the van. It shouldn't be too bad. I'll take it right through. I've ordered some 50 by 75 by 8 mil to mount the springs and that too. So that should be good. Weld them all up here and fit them up to her. Then go and get a blue plated. Probably bring her up to 1600 kilo then. Do this. I mightn't do it straight away. I've got to put a bit of chain and that, I think I might have mentioned. A bit of aluminium across that and pull them back like that. Make them even a fraction longer. Hopefully that, when I put the original springs back in, you can see it's going to go forward there 100 mil. An axle will come forward 100 mil. And that'll throw the weight to the back a bit, because she's got 160 kgs on the tow ball. I'm only allowed 250 on the Toyota, so if I bring that back that I've got 160 all with everything in her, I'll like that. Now I just let that cool off and put the tyres on the other side and cut the next one. Got the other one here, chop him up, chop that into a couple, 4 or 5. I just got to put this jockey wheel back on over there in the right spot, so, and while it's off, I forgot, I got to get some bloody angle iron and put around that. Some might go 40 mil by 3 mil or something, which make up a frame, and just set it onto the thing. Don't know why they didn't put this back a bit here, and yeah, so that was sitting right under the box. I'd say that box was an afterthought. But that's alright. What's that say? Oh yeah, she's got no gas in an hour. I ripped all that out so that can come off. And while she's out, I'll pull these screws out and like put that sticker under them like I do, and they stops them coming out. Probably put a line of sticker along there and down the face, all along her, up into there too. Stop that leaking. Alright, you know what I'm doing. I'm just poking along here. I'm just going to cut this one to length now, weld it up. The welds haven't got to be, that's why I like to use them 50mm long, because then in that 50mm you get, you know, you might get half a 3/4 of an inch of good weld, and that's all it needs. It's only a brace, it's not the actual main chassis, but it just takes that flex out of them. And yeah, I did it to my boat trailer on top, and it just turned it into a chassis, that truss like that, or webbed, or whatever you want to call it, just as it cools, it just bloody beautiful. You work from one end back to the other. I found years ago, if you started at one end and then did it the other end and then welded in the middle, she does all weird things. But just work your way back and just let the whole thing slowly warm up as you go. It doesn't do anything wonky and pull them all out of shape. Right, catches. Thanks for watching. I'll show you the other side finished. It's only half an hour or an hour away too, so just a few bit more swearing, a few more burns, and I'll be there. Catches. Another job done. Braced up the A-frame. It was a little bit tricky here because I had to put the jockey wheel, so I sort of didn't space them the same as the other side I was going to, and then I realised that jockey wheel was going to hit on one of them. So yeah, welded him up there onto that plate and sort of jammed this one in here and then heated him up and then bent him back up to get them all in line. It's a little bit harder. Some of my welds are brilliant and some are a bit wild, just depends where the heavy gel is. Sanded them up, hit her with cold gel so she don't go rusty tonight. And luckily my good welds are out in the open. Well, not bad welds, they're not horrible welds, but and then I just got to bolt this jockey wheel back on, and then up underneath there I might get another bit of 75 by 50, just put up in there, and it joins on. There's a piece of 75 by 50 comes across the van, and I'll whack it up. They're only just sort of mounted in a few spots, so I'll just put it now and I'll tack it right up under the guts of the van there, so she doesn't tear that A-frame out of her. When you're slewing sideways and stuff, it's got a lot more area. Anyway, like I said, next job is putting the original springs length back into her, so it moves that tyre, that wheel forward. Because I've got the chemic scales, I weighed the Toyota today. She was 28 something, the way she's sitting there now, on over the weigh bridge the other day, and the chemic scales weighed at 20. It was only 33 kilos off, and that's because I reckon she's only not the same amount of fuel was in her when I went up the other day, so a bit less fuel. So I reckon they're weighing pretty close, good enough for me, within 20-30 kilos. So just having a lovely cuppa, just sitting back here admiring me work. It ended a bit funny on this one, but I can always just cut him off to make him level. But I'm just trying to see where the other one's hanging there. I'm going to bring a bit of box and join those two together too. Lay it up in there, plate that back into that box when I'm finished, so it's buddy strengthens it all up. But yeah, and just it's all good, it's coming along nice. That only took me a few hours. Okay, yep. Yeah, so like I said, this hitch has got to go. I'm not a fan of it, it's too hard to put on, and it doesn't operate the brakes. And if the other ones fail, the magnets go or something. Yes, other than that, see what I did here? Pull that wire out and you just duct tape it to a bit of wire. That's your conduit. I might pull it actually and get a bit of pipe and spot weld onto here. I might pull it up through the chassis again. I might do that. Just a pain in the bum. Every time you want to do something to it, you got to bloody pull the wire out so you don't melt your indicators and stuff. I've got to do that up underneath there too. I've got to go back to Gympie and I had to buy a full length of 75 by 50 by 8 mil. It was $250, $60 or some bloody thing. So I'll have a big lump of it laying around here, which is a shame. I was only after 4 metres of it instead of 9. Yeah, I might even add a couple more bits to this later on if it looks like it needs it. Alright, thank you, thanks for watching. Knock off time. I had enough for today.